Don't worry, I didn't go too far without you. I'm literally just on the other side of the... Really? I'm literally just on the other side of the room where the blue fire is. But hello everybody, Bryce Scooter here. Welcome back to more Ocarina of Time. It's cold. It's kind of cold. Ow. You know what? Fine. We'll do it the fun way. If I can't do it the lazy way, I will do it the fun way. Anyway, last time we defeated the fierce dragon Volvagia. I hope I'm saying that right. And this time, dungeon with fire. Now I really hope either I'm lucky or my map reading skills are on par, because we're going to want to come in here for... Nope, not that way. My map reading skills are terrible. Never mind what I said a second ago. But yeah, we're going to want to come down this optional path, because I believe it's going to have... I believe this optional path is actually going to have a... Well, one thing mainly for us? I'm looking. No, two things. One, it's going to have a refuel spot for... Nice. One, it's going to have a refuel spot for the fire. And two, it's going to have a gold Skulltula. But thirdly, it's actually going to have something else for us. I feel like at roughly this point in the game, they were... Where are you going? Where are you going? I feel like roughly at this point in the game, they started running out of places to hide heart containers, or heart, pieces of heart. Because this definitely feels like we're at a point where we need, this is definitely a point where like things just kind of fall into our laps in terms of collectibles. But yeah, that's just a heart, it's just a piece of heart chilling in the red ice over here. How are we doing on those? No. Sorry, I'm flex. Okay, we need one more piece of heart to get a full heart container, and then we're actually down to 5 pieces of heart left in this game, if you'd believe it. I mean, you probably wouldn't believe it because it's me. Nobody wants to believe a word I say. This is getting brutally dark, and I don't like it. But in this chest, we'll also get the compass, which will give us a divining rod, so we can stop bumbling about in the dark. Unfortunately, we got it just in time to have one treasure chest left in this entire place. This is kind of a kick in the pants. That basically the last treasure chest you get... It's kind of a kick in the pants that the last treasure chest you will get access to is the one that keeps you on the straight and narrow. Anyway. Let's head forward into the other corridor we opened up. And pretty much finish this ice cavern area post-haste. Because all we have left is a block pushing puzzle. Now, I'm going to request you take a minute. And take care of the keys in this room first. There's also a gold Skulltula around here. That's Frank. He lives here. For some reason, he's that guy. Frank is that guy that wears shorts in sub-zero temperatures. You know that guy. We all know that guy. How do people do that, by the way? Like, okay, my personal life coming in a little bit here. Like, I've been a larger man for most of my life, and even I never understood the appeal of shorts in cold weather. Then again, I'm also a person that doesn't like shorts, period. I'm weird, don't worry about it. But anyway, let's get some more fire burning up on this, some more fire on this ice. And I'm going to tell you that for the foreseeable future, just have as much of this blue fire on you as possible. Anyway, we can cheese this out a little bit, but this is a block pushing puzzle. An ice block pushing puzzle, which will actually be... Don't think you're out of the woods with it once we're done with this area. Also, that one you can cheese. But don't think you're out of the woods with this kind of puzzle for now, because you still have to also push this back in. Because we're gonna need to... You're gonna need to have knowledge on how to do this kind of stuff later on. Anyway, let me see. First things first, I want to get over to that blue fire, so I gotta work this backwards. So, to hit any wall, I can actually get there from this, so... Let's see, I think I'm gonna go... Well, the end goal is actually push it over there by that. So what we want to do is... push it this way. Push it this way. Push it up here. And while it's up here, take this well, actually, no, wait. First, let me see where it's going to go. Okay, no, it's going to be fine. Push it here. Grab this little bit of money. Please, thank you. Also, the 80 rupees hovering above our head there, which we don't need. Grab this blue fire. And then finish the ice block pushing puzzle, which I think is literally just to push from here. From here, push it straight forward, and then over to the right, and it's over. I think that's the puzzle anyway. Sources say I maybe should have pushed it in a different direction, but listen. Nobody's ever done a Zelda puzzle as intended. Hold on, let me try that again and actually maybe make it do what I was supposed to do. Nobody does a Zelda puzzle as intended. Hello! I love this part. Ow. Anyway, we need some of this blue fire to melt away our way forward. Which I hope I hit it. Yes, I did. Am I going to be cool enough to hit all 3 cubes? I am cool enough to hit all 3 cubes. Anyway, let's go ahead and start putting some of our stuff back on our buttons that we're going to need in the future. But I'm going to tell you to have at least one thing of blue fire on you before you leave this temple. Also, this is a... Oops. This is a white Wolfos. It's a Wolfos. It functions just like a Wolfos. In the fact that it goes down like a son of a gun. And that was your temple boss. Or your dungeon boss. I hope it was worth it. Because we're going to get... ourselves an item. And everybody who played the N64 version of this game hated this item tremendously. The iron boots. So heavy you can't float. So heavy. So heavy, man. Hi, were you following me this whole time? We meet again, Link. If you came here to meet the Zoras, you wasted your time. This is all there is. With one exception, the Zoras are now sealed under this thick sheet of ice. I managed to rescue the Zora princess from under the ice, but she left to head for the water temple. This ice is created by an evil curse. The monster in the water temple is the source of that curse. Unless you shut off the source, this ice will never melt. If you have courage enough to confront the danger and save the Zoras, I will teach you the melody that leads to the temple. Time passes. People move. Like a river's flow, it never ends. A childish mind will turn to noble ambition. Young love will become deep affection. The clear water surface reflects growth. Now listen to the serenade of water to reflect upon yourself. What was that about childhood love? Can you repeat that last part? I don't think I like that last part. Now, also, something I should mention here while we play this. While we play the Serenade Water, something I should mention with the Scarecrow song. I should have done this a long time ago. I'm pretty sure you cannot compose a Scarecrow song that is of the same notes as any song in the game. As of right now, I believe the Bolero Fire is the only one that would fit this bill. But any song that uses 8 notes, you cannot make a song of that sort. You cannot make that your Scarecrow song because it would mess up the data, and then it'd be like, you played the Scarecrow's interlude. Wait, I just want to talk. One day, Link. One day you will talk to them. Anyway, for this version of the game, they made things nicer. Why? Well, one, hey, there's no boots here. They moved them over here. In this version of the game, and other Legend of Zelda games subsequently, the iron boots are in their own grid. Anyway. Now the iron boots, you get kind of a buffer on them as you get your way out of this place. Basically, It works. It's like a timer. It's like a timer that the. Oh, it's the exit. Haha. The using the iron boots is kind of like being in the Death Mountain crater. Is how long you can stay underwater without putting on a Zora's tunic is directly related. So we can be underwater for about 2 minutes without the Zora's tunic. Which, spoilers, we're gonna get a Zora's tunic. Sorry, I spoiled it, but I will also spoil this. This is why you need to have some blue fire before you leave. Anyway, before we go handle that Zora's tunic thing, dive. So down here, at the very bottom, where you can't even dive with the gold scale to get, at the very bottom of the lake here, is a piece of heart. And with that, there are only 4 heart containers left in the game, if you've been following along. I know the guide I'm using to help keep me on the straight and narrow doesn't mention anything about the frogs. Excuse me, it doesn't mention the dang thing about the frog quintet that we took a moment to go off and take care of a while ago. But yeah, so basically doing the frog quintet thing will come into play here. Also, why is there stuff? Oh, that was just my air bubbles. Anyway, I'm in the wrongest part here. Anyway, with your at least 1 bottle of blue fire, we are going to want to go talk to King Zora. And that's going to kick off, and I believe that is actually going to kick off us doing the trade sequence. Yep. It's that time. Oh boy, it's trade sequence time. Or at least time to finish it, rather. So King Zora is what holds a... King Zora actually is the linchpin in this entire trade sequence. Hey, you look a little cold. You wanna... Maybe I should thaw you out, buddy. How's it going, big guy? You good? I thawed you out after many, many moons. Oh, I've come back to life. Was it you who saved me? Don't be nervous. It looks like you have a hard time breathing underwater. I have an expression of my gratitude. I grant you this tunic. With this, you won't choke underwater. You get the Zora's tunic, which I managed to hit the button perfectly for that. But yeah, we now have a blue tunic. I should mention this before I go any further. Outside of burning up in the crater and not drowning, the tunics are purely cosmetic. You can wear whatever color tunic you want throughout the majority of this game once you get it. Now, like I said, we're going to handle a side quest before we do anything else. We're going to handle this trade quest. We're going to get it done, baby. So, I'll take a minute here. Break my shins, but I'll meet you. Well, for one, I'm going to tell you that we need to go back to... We need to progress forward. We need to go back to Lake Hylia. We ain't getting back to Lake Hylia. So we have to go the long way there. You can also use the Serenade of Water, which will warp you to Lake Hylia. But we're going to save that for the future. Anyway, with that all aside, I will meet you at the top of Death Mountain. Hey, look at that. Using the Blare of Fire, I'm at the top of Death Mountain. Anyway, items. We want this. And I guess I'm going to put this on my bottle spot for now. But yeah, I talked about an NPC. Let's go talk to this NPC. That's a big boy. Hey buddy, how's it going? My brother opened a new store. It's Metagoron's Blade Store. However, I'm better at making blades. Hylian carpenters praise me for my skills. I'm not lying. I don't know if he's just trying to be like, hey, this guy's big at foreboding. He's like a whale. Anyway, is your skill good? That broken knife is surely my work. I really want to repair it, but because of yesterday's eruption, my eyes are irritated. There are fine eye drops in Zora's domain. You will find them if you go see King Zora. Please go get the eye drops. Hey look, a prescription. So yeah, we have to now go back to Zora's domain. I know, it's fun. Anyway, I'll see you back over at King Zora at this point. Anyway, now that we're back up here in Zora's domain, I probably could have circumvented this just a wee bit here, but I'm dumb. Anyway, hey sir, I have a prescription here. Oh, eye drops. You might say we have them. We might say we don't. We do have the ingredients. I have to take the ingredients to a doctor at the lakeside laboratory. He can make the eye drops for you, but you need to deliver them fresh. Can you make this before they spoil? Yeah. Once again, it's a timed thing. And again, don't go warping. No warps. So I'm going to be here with you this whole time while we do this, because, hey, time mission. 3 minutes again. You know, self-inflicted damage be damned. Break your shins on that ice, Link. Grit your teeth. Also, there's a grotto spot in Zora's domain. I did not know that. It's on that island. I think it's a bomb one, too. Which I know I talked about how you're basically going to be replacing your bombs with the Megaton Hammer. I don't know if the Megaton Hammer will actually open up, will open those up. Anyway, this is somewhat faster, if not, this is slightly faster. I don't know if it's actually faster to go down the river like this. Because you're big now. You don't swim in Zora's River anymore. You're a big boy. I think there might be a point where you can swim. But the main thing here is we need to go get our horsey. We need to get our horse. Horse. I know, valid descriptor of Epona. But we need to go get horse. Now, for this part and the next part, we are going to be on a timer. A kind of strict timer. So, I'm going to remind you once again. This is probably the worst time to remind you. But I'm going to remind you once again that once you're doing this quest, you're going to make sure you planted the beanstalk outside of Dodongo's cavern. Epona, let me on. Man, we're on a time crunch. We need to move. Ignore the fact that there is a frog squirming around in my hands. We need to move. And we cannot be distracted by anything. 0 distractions. Not even this croissant I happen to have. Is that? Yeah, it is. Okay. Keep on the move. Okay. Minor distraction. Recover some arrows and hearts. Oh, that's... I think my thumb thing came off again. Yes, it did. No, it didn't. My hand... Okay, my thumb just came off the circle pad. I've talked about that before while I was doing the fishing game. That the circle pad just... This is gonna be bad. I talked about before where basically my circle pad came off of the thumbstick that's underneath it. I haven't had that issue again, but I'm still a little gun shy. Anyway, we need to move. We'll still make it in time, but it's still gonna be down to the wire here. Because the house is right there, thankfully. And we're still gonna want Epona for all this, but let's stop, pull back. Sorry about your sign. I'll fix it later. Read, fix it never. Hi. Searching. Okay. Please take this frog. Wow! I haven't seen eyeball frog like this in Zora's River froze over. These eyeballs are delicious. Tonight I will cook fried eyeballs for the first time in a long time. Such great stuff. Please, thank you. Can you say where? These are for making Bigaron's eye drops? Oh, how disappointing. You should have said so in the first place. We're still going to be on a timer, by the way. The timer is not done yet. Here it is. This medicine doesn't have any preservatives in it, so it won't last long at this temperature. Run as fast as you can to Death Mountain. You're young. You can do it. I mean, I have a horse, but sure. And we're on a timer once again. Even though we have more time to do this than before? Question mark? Now, if you haven't planted the beanstalk outside of Death Mountain, this is going to be a time crunch. Like a very big time crunch. But if you have planted the magic beans, this won't be that bad. So anyway, let's just head our way back over to Death Mountain. Again, no warping. If you warp, it resets everything. And I think this one is brutal enough to the point where if you I think this is a brutal enough part of the side quest where if you mess it up, you don't just go back to the house at Lake Helia and have to redo it again. You have to start back over at King Zora, get a new eyeball frog. Okay, I'm going the right way. Get a new eyeball frog, then head your way back over to Lake Helia, and then up Death Mountain once again. Anyway, we're almost there. I think I can expend all my carrots to get there. Because we're going to round this corner and hop off. This quest at the very least, or this side quest at the very least, make sure you have Epona. I just wanted to make sure I made that clear. Anyway, now that we're on foot, because Epona can't come into this town for some reason, we're gonna head back. We got to head back up. We have to head all the way back up Death Mountain. But thankfully, we have a shortcut. Now, if you think you could do it faster by going into the Goron city and going inside the crater, sort of, but not really. I don't know. As far as I know, this is the most direct path to get the eye drops to Bigoron. And we should have like a minute and a half left once we get there. Golden go. Roll those not so stubby legs. So yeah, at this point, you know, it'd be kind of a tall ask for you to get there. But with the beanstalk, stay on it. Oh, that was our jump. I thought you got up higher. I feel a fool. Well, nobody's perfect. Oh gosh, this means I might have to get out my arrows to make it up, get ourselves up the waterfall proper. Let me take a minute here. I don't want these on. Blunders everywhere, man. Because we're gonna need these arrows to get all the way up to kill the Skulltulas on the wall in order to get up the rest of the way. I think, anyway. Maybe your hookshot will do, but I'm taking out the arrows just to be safe. Target. There you go. We're gonna find out today, eh? Okay. Well, we can't do it that way. Although, at least the hookshot can hit these Skulltulas. Alright, anyway, up we go. I guess even with the beanstalk, it's still a time crunch to get up here in time. Anyway, with all that handled... Hey, Big Ron, no cutscene? Oh, you're gonna cutscene me. Why did you cutscene me, bro? How dare you, bro? Hey! No more tears. No more tears. I brought tears. Really? You brought the eye drops? I'm so relieved. I'm going to use them right now. Sounds like a game show host. How are you using that tiny bottle? Whoa! This is stimulating. It's working great. Now I get back to my blade business. My work is not very consistent, so I'll give you this so you won't forget. After a few days, please return. Wait, just wait patiently. So you get the claim check, and we basically have to wait 3 days before we can turn this in order to get the final reward to this. But what we can do is just kind of use the Sun Song to pass time. I'm gonna use the Sun Song, but I'm actually gonna wait until next time to get the prize. So everyone, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Ocarina of Time, and come back next time when we will wrap up this trade quest, do one thing back at Lake Hylia before we head to the temple. I'll see you folks then. Take care.